Hello and welcome back to the interview with Stefan and Regis, both gentlemen from Zeiss Digital Partners, and between the two of them representing both the data management side and the data governance side on this really important topic of data quality. And so let's jump into this first question here in segment 2, which is data mesh architecture. That's a term that we hear a lot about these days as well. And Stefan, maybe we could start with you. How does the data mesh architecture facilitate improvement of data quality?
The data mesh really supports a federated model of data management, and compared to, for example, a siloed approach that we often find in such big companies, it really supports the sharing of data. And as soon as you share data, I think you have an incentive to look as a producer of data at your data quality. And as a consumer, you also want to ensure that you understand the data quality and that you get high quality data. So this aspect of data sharing, I think that is very important to improve the data quality and make people aware of the data quality. And such a data mesh architecture also allows you to reflect the business organization of your data in the architecture.
Yeah, and to top on what Stefan was just saying, I would add also to add 2 points. So from a governance perspective, the data mesh architecture provides a kind of centralized landscape of data domains where ownership and responsibility are assigned to the people in the organization with the most relevant knowledge to understand the business usage of the data, define what's fit for purpose, and who have the highest interest in having the quality of their data improved. So this kind of targeted ownership and responsibility are definitely a key driver also to the improvement of data quality. And another aspect I wanted to mention as well is a kind of data quality methodology perspective. The data mesh architecture helps you with a methodology approach that we call the end product approach. Obviously, you cannot measure data quality everywhere. You need to select what and where along the data journey you need to measure. So the critical data element and the associated rules. And basically in this end product approach, you start measuring data quality at data products, which are created at data domains consumption layer at the very end of the data journey. And then as your program will evolve, you will measure data quality closer and closer to the sources. In our case, for instance, the next step will be the data domain ingestion layer, which is closer to the source. So here, data mesh architectures offers a clearer starting point for a data quality program at scale.
Yeah, and perhaps to really bring that discussion home to our listeners, perhaps you could relate some of the use case examples that you guys have come across and have been working with within Zeiss, just to fully understand this idea of data mesh architecture.
Sure, Derek. So the first use case coming to my mind is the one related to our customer portal. Basically, the company created a web portal where customers could, among other things, directly access information about their Zeiss systems or machines or software. And basically, it turns out that the quality of information now directly visible to customers was rather poor and did not really match the company's reputation for the quality of its physical product. So some regions were reluctant to go live, apprehensive about potential damage to company's credibility. And it was a kind of eye-opener for many in the company. So an MVP, I mentioned about it earlier, was first created, basically a dashboard to provide data quality measurements, completeness, validity of key data fields displayed in the portal, and also to provide transparency around the data flow of all data fields between the portal backend and the respective data sources. So with the resulting dashboard, the regions willing to clean their data could go ahead. And so this is the first use case that we actually picked up to start developing the data quality toolkit. We then worked on a few other cases, mostly specific to a single business unit. And eventually we got the chance to be involved in an enterprise-wide major project that Stefan is going to tell you more about.
So we have a project that we call data readiness. And the occasion was that our company is about to change our CRM system. And we took this as an opportunity for this data quality project, which tries to address two main questions. The first one is, how can we ensure that only high quality fit for purpose data is migrated to this new CRM system? And the second is, how can we then ensure that the data stays of high quality after the migration? To understand the business impact of bad data quality in your customer data, you can use the rule of 10. If you think of maybe it costs $1 to check that a record, like an account or contact that you want to enter into the system is correct and does not create a duplicate, then maybe it might cost you, if you don't do that, it might cost you $10 later to clean that up when you have to find duplicates, maybe do some merging, move objects, and so on. And if you don't do even that, that might cost you then even $100 over the time that you always encounter these bad records over and over again. So in this project, we try to provide the tools to find and remove duplicates, to find data quality issues and help monitor the data quality and look, for example, for missing fields in data and so on. That is one aspect. But the second is that to ensure that the data quality stays of high quality, we also help to establish the roles and responsibilities of data owners and data stewards in the company. And we also then provide training to these people on data quality. And to round this off, we then also establish a community of these data stewards and data owners and help connecting among each other so they can share knowledge also.
Okay, well, I think that establishes a good base for us to take the next step into segment 3. So again, listeners to this, if you've just come in on segment 2, go back and listen to segment 1, and then make sure you join us in segment 3, where we'll be talking about the future of data quality.